Alright, welcome back to devlog number 3. I know it's been a few days. It's been a few days since I posted the previous devlog, and well, yeah, I'm back. I actually released a version of the game previously to this one. I just didn't make a devlog because it was a pretty short update, and also I didn't know whether or not I was gonna continue this series on YouTube, but man, I felt like doing it again, so giving it a go. But yeah, I'm just gonna be showing the game at the moment right now. What I have done, I implemented a control panel so that people can see the controls of the game instead of just reading it through itch.io. I added more settings to the graphics. I added anti-aliasing, VSync, and texture streaming. I'm still gonna add more. I want to add like the shadow quality because I feel like that's a really important one. But I just haven't got to that yet. I was focusing on the game. Fun fact, I was really stuck on some coding that I was just I've spent a good 3 days just trying to debug the game and trying to make it run again. Deadass almost ended the whole game because I was stuck. But yeah, I figured out all I needed to do was write 2 lines of code in the star function for my wave spawner. So yeah, gotta love coding sometimes. But yeah, as you can see, I also implemented a brand new camera system. It's more interactive with the world, makes you like actually think you're a part of it, but not necessarily in it. More of a you're just looking down at your peasants while they work for you type of camera. Does that make sense? Um, but yeah, I even changed changed up the menu, some animation. I made some visual improvements for the overall game textures and UI. This update was mostly just background code and cleanup because my code was really messy, still is, but I'm not really comfortable with coding. I would say I'm more of a designer than a coder, so that's that. Don't make fun of my code. I'm probably gonna show it later throughout the video. And another thing that I really want to talk about that I implemented was well, not this. This already implemented before. I don't know why I'm showing it. I implemented scriptable objects. That I was so lost when I first tried to implement into my game. I had no idea what I was doing, and also I thought that was the reason that my game had a bug. But no, it was just something else. My game had a bug ever since I released it the first time, and I just never noticed. Which was the game over function. Just didn't work at all. So here's me explaining how the game objects can work. Here's a player config scriptable object that I have set, which pretty much is the default money that you spawn with, the lives you spawn in, and the round that you spawn in. You can even the good thing about scriptable objects is that you can change them on the runtime, and they're not based on scenes, so you can just change them one scene and it will stick to the next one, which probably not a good thing now that I think about it. Might have to change that. But the reason why I wanted to do a player scriptable objects is because maybe later on I want to start adding different difficulties or like different stats that you start in based on your difficulty of the game. So that's for later on feature. But oof, I just thought of a bug that I might get later on. That's for future me to figure it out. But as you can see here, I pretty much just have the scriptable object that has all the data and all the requirements that the turret needs. So the bullet, and then pretty much the stats of the turret, and then inside the prefabs for the turret, the bullets that you're gonna put in the turret, they also have a scriptable object that has the data containers for each bullet and bullet type and how much damage to do. So it's really modular. I would say it's really worth it doing it. It might be a pain in the ass at first, but it's gonna turn out really good later on. So pretty much in the scripts, what we do is we reference a scriptable object that you're gonna use, and you can use different scriptable objects as I've shown, just to not use the same one. And you can instead of creating multiple prefabs, you can just use different scriptable objects and integrate them here. through the code, and then the code is gonna know specifically what stats to pull from, and just change the different levels or damage that the bullets need to do depending on what scriptable object you set it to. I'm gonna give it a playtest, setting the money to 1000, and as you can see, it starts up in the stats to 1000. I'm gonna show here the level 2 cannon turret, and as you can see, it is much stronger than the first one, and it costs more money. I'm not sure about the balancing at the moment. I tried it myself, it was pretty good, but at the same time I'm not sure. You have to put the turret in a specific spot, so I might need some help balancing. So if you guys want to try out the game, it's gonna be in the description below in itch.io. You can go ahead and give it a download. There's a button in the game where you can click and it will take you to a Google Sheets or a Google form, and you can write the codes and some feedback that I need. And here's pretty much the roadmap. You can see this through itch.io. It's in the description of the game. And this is all the features that are brought into the version 4.0 that it should be live by the time this video is up. And I have some ideas here that I might implement, which yeah, it's gonna be a pain. And in development, that's going to be for version 5.0. 5.0 is pretty much gonna be a whole modeling or like art style game. That's what I'm more comfortable with. I'm more comfortable with making models. So yeah, hopefully next update should be good. It's probably gonna be up longer than this one, maybe 2 weeks from now, just because it takes longer than coding. So yeah, look forward to that. This version of the game should be up at the moment if you're watching this video, so go give it a download. I'm gonna update the page for adding new features, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys in the next video.